with what's going on with the Warriors now, and they're going to eventually have a new facility across the bay, and what's going on with the Raiders now, and they're going to have a new facility in Nevada, that we might be seeing the final great heyday of Oakland sports. Is that fair to say right now?
Certainly possible. I mean, look, when the Warriors go to San Francisco, they're going to be leaving a lot of the ambience behind because that stuff doesn't transfer over, even though the new gym is only like 6 miles away from the old gym as the crow flies. Mm-hmm. It's a different vibe. And when the Raiders go to Vegas, it's going to be a different vibe again. It's the fact that owners now don't consider that important or monetizable. So you're going to see more teams move because owners now are looking for real estate deals. That's what the Warrior deal is. That's what the Raider deal is. It's the nature of sports that it's now shifting more and more heavily toward owners than ever before, because owners have egos too, and they want to win the business deal because that's what they know. And the smartest owners concentrate on the business, but when they want their business done, it gets done. So yeah, this very well might be the high water mark and the end of big time Oakland sports, but cities shouldn't be engaged in trying to prop that up at the expense of all the other things that have to get done.
And in terms of the business deal between Derek Carr and the Raiders as it currently stands, we've seen this sort of dance before in the NFL, as I've mentioned, is not a midnight league. It's a 12:01 a.m. league. It's usually a minute after midnight when a deal gets done. When does that midnight strike, in your estimation, between face of the franchise and the franchise that needs that face for years to come?
Well, I mean, this is an interesting dance because I think that there are a lot of people who think that Derek Carr doesn't understand how negotiations work in the NFL, and I think he understands it very well. What he understands more than anything else is that leverage for a football player is very fleeting. And if he got injured last year, so if he goes into the regular season without a new drop-dead phenomenal deal, he's one late shot to the knee away from never having leverage again. So I get why he wants this done sooner rather than later, and I get why the Raiders want it done later rather than sooner. The question is whether Reggie McKenzie is willing to roll that dice and risk either alienating his quarterback or having him get hurt again and them being crappy. And to me, there are so few quarterbacks that you want. I'd be willing to overpay for him. I mean, people have said, well, he wants the Andrew Luck deal, and he's not Andrew Luck. I don't think that's the issue. The issue is there are very few quarterbacks worth hanging a franchise on. Carr is in position to be one of them. Now, do you want to look ahead and roll the dice that way? Or do you want to sit back and say, you got to prove it to me? And if you wait that long and he doesn't turn out, you've got no quarterback. You've got what the 49ers have. You've got what Seattle would have if Russell Wilson went down. It's a hell of a risk for the Raiders to run. And I think if you're going to have to overpay for somebody, you overpay for a quarterback.
So do they do it? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I think they do it. I mean, I think they do it through clenched teeth. I think they do it feeling like, he got the better of us. We got to figure out a way to screw him on the next deal. But like I said, quarterbacks are a very small commodity in a very big market. And if you don't have one of them, you spend an awful lot more money trying to find one than you do paying the one you've got that you think can be that guy.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, please download our app. There's lots of fun things there other than just more of the videos you just saw. You can call us from the app. You can email us from the app. Just download it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.